See, Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? What's happening? Another episode of Merlot Fridays, man. We're gonna get on into it. You know what I mean? We got something to talk about tonight, man. A couple of topics to touch on. You feel me? Let me see what we got going on here, man. Get everything set up here. Yeah, man. I know y'all see Ryan Garcia and JoJo, man. They done got postponed. Ryan Garcia got a hand injury, man. Somebody got to step up to the plate. Salute to the brother Punch Perfect Boxing in the building. What's good? Said I had to set a reminder for this one, bro. What's good? Hey, man, what's happening? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. What's up with it, man? Phil J508 in the building. Salute. Salute the lovely, simply Amira J in the building. Salute. Appreciate you for coming through. What's good? Yeah, man, I got to chop it up with y'all tonight, man. I got questions that need answers, man. I got questions that need answers. I'm trying to find out who gonna step up and fight Devin Haney. Who gonna step up to the plate and fight Devin Haney, man? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let a couple more people get in here, man. J2K in the building. Salute. What's good? Said JoJo got nowhere to run. Facts. He ain't got nowhere to run. He got to step up. Antonio Holmes in the building. What's good? Montana Love versus Mikey Garcia. Is that a thing? I know Mikey Garcia is about to fight some dude that I never heard of before, but I know Montana Love just signed with Eddie Hearn, so he should be able to get some decent name guys in the ring, even though Eddie Hearn ain't really been delivering no fights for nobody really outside of Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn ain't got Demetrius Andrade no fight. Eddie Hearn ain't got Devin Haney no fight. Eddie Hearn ain't got, you know what I mean, shit, outside of motherfucking, he got Billy Joe Saunders, he got the Canelo fight, and Anthony Joshua, he get fights, but he not really delivering no fights to nobody. For the guys that's looking for fights, that's struggling to get fights, he not delivering no fights. So I'm happy for Montana Love because I'm glad that he's been in the game for a minute and he's now really just now getting noticed on a big stage. That performance that he put on the Jake Paul undercard was big for him to get him that exposure that he needed. That he's a very, very skilled and marketable guy. So I'm happy that he's getting this opportunity, and I hope that it turns out to be something good for him. But I'm kind of skeptical because Eddie Hearn, he hasn't really delivered any fights for guys that's looking for fights. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Andrade been over there for how long now? He still ain't got none of the fights that he want. Devin Haney ain't got none of the fights that he want. You know what I'm saying? So, and these two guys that people want to see fight. Kyle Gerb 413 in the building. Salute to my brother Justin Coleman in the building. What's good? Skinny 2 Liter Reacts in the building. What's happening? Salute to the brother Deavian Bible coming through in that super chat showing love. He says salute from one Texan to another. Gotta support the home team. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Salute to you. Salute, man. Pro man in the building. What's good? Said Haney not that good. Shit, why nobody won't fight him then? You can't say he not that good, but then nobody want to fight him. You can get the fuck on with that. You're right. If Haney not that good, why do you motherfuckers won't fight him then? He said, I don't know. Well, you need to go back and ask yourself the question, or go back and revise that statement that you just made. You need to go do some research, my brother. If you don't know, you need to go back and watch some film or something and go ask yourself, well, why won't these dudes fight him if he not that good? And he got a belt. Ask yourself these questions, bro. Come on, dog. We got one. He talking about it's because of money. Man, hey, I was going to wait, but we can go ahead and jump right into it. It's because of money. Well, how much money Ryan Garcia was going to make with JoJo Diaz? Do anybody in the chat believe that Ryan Garcia was going to make more money with JoJo Diaz than Devin Haney? Does anybody in the chat believe that shit? Does anybody in the chat, salute to Ted Frank in the building, Ground Hard Sports Nation in the building, what's good? Does anybody in this chat believe that Ryan Garcia was going to make more money fighting JoJo Diaz than champion Devin Haney, who already sells tickets, who already been making $1 million paydays? Are you serious, bruh? Come on now. Get the fuck out of here, man. I hate when people come in here talking some dumbass shit, bruh. You know what I mean? Come on now. You're not even making no sense. Motherfuckers out here, JoJo Diaz ain't even made $1 million yet. Ryan Garcia ain't never made $1 million yet, bruh. I can't stand that shit. Eagle City 56 in the building. Salute. What's good? Talk E in the building. What's happening, man? Appreciate y'all boys for coming through, man. We're going to talk some boxing tonight. But look, so let's go ahead and get on into it, man. So y'all know, look, we could talk about, Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring, 130, them boys getting it popping, you know what I'm saying? We want to touch on a few things tonight, but I really want to know, like, Ryan Garcia and JoJo Diaz, they were supposed to fight, I believe, November? I think it was like November or early December, something like that. Well, Ryan Garcia has just reported to have a serious hand injury that's gonna require surgery, that I believe he's gonna be getting surgery on this coming up Monday. And now that fight is gonna be postponed. Now we don't know when they gonna reschedule it. We don't know when they gonna actually make that shit happen. Ain't no telling how long it's gonna take for him to recover from that, right? So now JoJo Diaz, he's available. You know what I mean? Now, let's bring it back one step. Keep in mind that Ryan Garcia and JoJo Diaz both could have fought Devin Haney. Both of these guys, Ryan Garcia was the mandatory for Devin Haney. He literally was mandated by the WBC to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney was actually mandated to fight him because that was his mandatory. But Ryan Garcia declined. He refused a shot at the championship title versus Devin Haney, right? So then JoJo Diaz, he is like the next guy up to fight Devin Haney, since Ryan Garcia, he having mental issues, he dealing with shit outside of boxing, whatever it is, he got all these excuses on why he don't want to fight Devin Haney. He not ready yet. These are things that he said out his own mouth. So now JoJo Diaz is next up to fight Devin Haney, but then he don't want to fight Devin Haney. He said, I want to fight Ryan Garcia instead. Now, we got to also keep in mind that both of these guys are signed with Golden Boy. So I know behind the scenes, Oscar De La Hoya pulling strings. He like, look, we going to try to keep this shit in-house. I don't want to put neither one of these guys in the ring with Devin Haney because that's going to potentially fuck up a future money fight for the guys that I got in my stable. I understand the business aspect of that, but these guys got to quit all the bullshit. And look, at this point, JoJo Diaz ain't got nobody else to fight. Ain't nobody else over there on Golden Boy that's worthy of, him taking out the time to make this fight. He need to go ahead and get in there with Devin Haney. Right now, you got an opportunity to win a championship. You're going to make the biggest payday of your career. And you fighting the best available opponent. And this going to do wonders for your profile if you can get in there and at least be competitive versus Devin Haney. This going to do wonders for your profile. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Says salute contender. Where can I get one of them hats with the 10 on them? They hard. Appreciate it, bro. The ones with the 10 on them, those we haven't like made a new batch of those yet, but we just got a new pack of these in. I got the black ones. These just came in, and I got the blue ones. But I'm gonna have release dates for everything. We've been having slowed up production. So as soon as I get everything in, I'm gonna put all the information on Instagram and on YouTube. So when everything available, I got you for sure. Big facts. Big facts. But yeah, man, I'm trying to understand. Caesar T in the building, what's good? I'm trying to understand, bro, who is going to step up and fight Devin Haney? Who is going to step up and fight Devin Haney, bro? When can we get one of these guys at 135, one of these guys that people feel like is a credible opponent? I wanna see. People say that Devin Haney not all that, he not skilled, he not this, he not that. Well, I'm on y'all side. I wanna see. I don't believe what you believe as far as the talent and skill level of Devin Haney, but I'm on y'all side. I wanna see him tested. I wanna see him in there with one of these top guys. But what's going on? Why none of these dudes want to fight? Why nobody want an opportunity at a title? Why nobody want that opportunity to dethrone Devin Haney? Why nobody don't want to take his O? That's what I'm trying to understand. Who gonna step up? Jay Einstein in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's good? Said I've been asking the same thing. Yeah, bro. Sliding counter in the building. What's happening? Said I can't remember in recent memory who pulls out of fights like Ryan does. Yeah, every time he got a meaningful fight coming up, something going on. He pulling out the fight. Something going on, bro. I don't really know if Ryan Garcia is dedicated to this boxing shit. I don't really know if he really want this shit. He too busy being on Instagram and, taking selfies and shit. I don't really know what his motivation is right now. I don't understand, man. But who y'all think, like, what's the most likely opponent? Who's the most likely opponent for Devin Haney now that Garcia and JoJo Diaz out? I seen on Twitter JoJo Diaz, Devin Haney had reached out to Eddie Hearn and said, look, let's make the JoJo Diaz fight. But do y'all think he'll actually make the fight? Do y'all think Oscar will put Diaz in there? Or will they try to hold off and let Ryan Garcia heal up and then put him in? Or try to put Diaz in there with a lower level Golden Boy opponent just as like a stay busy fight? Is that fight realistic for y'all? Because the way they moving, I just don't know. I want to see Devin get a fight at 140, but I don't want to see him drop his belt. Then Ryan and JoJo get the fight. Yes, bro. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen, bro. Soon as Devin Haney go up to 140, he going to vacate the belt if he not going up for an immediate title shot with Josh Taylor or like a title eliminator or something like that. Because I believe, if you go up and fight for a title, it'll let you keep your belt and at least give you the opportunity to hold both belts. And then shit, after a certain while, you're going to have to come back and defend it. And I'm not really a fan of guys moving up and down. You feel me? I feel like if you move up, you stay up. You know what I'm saying? Unless you kind of reached your peak at a division and then you're like, all right, let me test myself at, this higher division. Let me kind of go above and beyond and then be the bigger guy and then just come back down to my normal weight. That's cool, but Devin Haney, when he move up, I see him fighting at 47 one day. Maybe even 54 one day. You know what I'm saying? But definitely 47. So I don't really want to see him go up and then come back down. You dig what I'm saying? But I would love to see Devin Haney fight at 140. I definitely think that's obviously in the near future for him. But at the same time, I don't think he should have to move up prematurely to just to get a fight. You dig what I'm saying? So it's benefits to that, but then also I think there's a downside to him moving up prematurely. I think he's ready to go up to 140, but it's still so many fights that I want to see happen at 135 before that goes down. You know what I'm saying? Said there's a UK lightweight called Lee Selby. He's a former world champion. Yeah, I know Lee Selby. He's a former world champion at 126. I spoke to him recently, and he said that Eddie told him to stay in shape because they don't find Haney. He said, in case they don't find Haney an opponent. Okay, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad fight. I'm not going to lie to you, though. It wouldn't be like my first, second, or third choice, but it's not a bad fight. Like Lee Selby would definitely be somebody who you could, who Devin Haney could get experience from. He can sharpen up his game on. I think that's somebody that he can get in there and work on some things with. To be honest with you, I don't think Lee Selby can beat Devin Haney. But in a few of these guys, I don't think JoJo Diaz can beat Devin Haney. But I just think it's a good fight. What I want, bruh, is somebody that Devin Haney can fight that's gonna give him that, that opportunity to prove his level of skill. Somebody that the fans gonna respect and appreciate. I mean, really, at this point, no matter who he get in the ring with, they gonna have some type of negative criticism at the same time. But I want somebody that's undeniable, that they gonna be like, okay, nah, he beat him. Now I gotta put some respect on his name. But they gonna continue to move the goalpost. So I'm not really focused on that. I just want one of these guys that they say is a killer to get in there with Devin Haney so we can see like who the real deal. That's really what I want to see. Said Devin toughest matchup is Shakur, Tank, and Tio. I agree 100%. At 135, like the guy at 135 and below, those definitely his toughest matchups. Particularly for me, I think it's Teofimo Lopez. I mean, not Teofimo, but Tank Davis and Shakur. I think those his toughest matchups for sure. You know what I'm saying? 3PH movement in the building. Salute. He said Crazy Loma still ducking. Big facts. Them boys don't want no smoke, man. Them boys don't want no smoke. Look at this dude, Mario P, talking about nobody owes Haney a shot. He said, a shot at what? Haney trying to get him a shot. Ain't that shit backwards? How you gonna get a champion a shot? Haney the one trying to get these dudes a shot. They don't want it. I never thought I'd see the day, man, that fans out here, man, they arguing against the fact of seeing fights. They don't want to see the fights. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, these are the same type of dudes that they want to see Devin Haney continue to not get fights just for the simple fact that they can say he ain't fought nobody. They want Devin Haney to continue to not get for these guys to continue to duck Devin Haney just so they can say, oh, he ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you want these dudes to continue to duck just so you can say he ain't fought nobody. Because once these dudes get in the ring with him and he style on them, profile on them, you know what I'm saying? Whoop they ass, slap them upside the head, make them look like amateurs and shit. Because that's what y'all afraid of. That's what these fans is afraid of. That's what these handlers of these fighters that's ducking are afraid of. They don't want that monster image to get taken away. They want these dudes to continue to look like they knockout artists. They want these guys to look like monsters and one-punch knockout artists and, oh my God, I got all this power. I can, I hit you one time. Oh my God, you're going to go down and shit. They want that image to hold true because they know when you put him in there with Devin Haney, he going to make you think. He going to make you strategize. He going to make you actually have skill and show that you are the superior boxer. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make you have to show that you put the work in the gym. He gonna make you show stamina. He gonna make you show distance control. He gonna make you see how good your jab is, how good you can cut the ring off. You know what I'm saying? Can you control the pace over the fight over me controlling the pace of the fight? That's what Devin Haney make these guys bring to the table, but they don't want that. You dig what I'm saying? They don't want that. They want these guys to just look like, oh my God, I'm the power puncher, Teofimo Lopez. And look, no disrespect to George Kambosos. No disrespect to Kambosos. Even though I think, he outmatched versus Teofimo. He might get in there and give Teofimo some issues. You know what I mean? But they like to put Lopez in there with guys like Kambosos. Even though he's a mandatory, you know what I'm saying? But they like to put Teofimo in there with guys like that. You know what I mean? That's what they want. He said Haney never beat a champion. That's what you want to keep saying. If nobody don't want to fight him, then you want to keep saying it. You're going to keep saying that. That's why you don't want your favorite fighter to get in the ring with him. So you can keep saying that right there. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? So tell me, who gonna step up? Who gonna step up and fight him then? I look at it like this. If I look at Devin Haney, this guy holds a WBC title. They still ain't answered the question. Look, I look at Big Money Texas, Toledo in the building, salute, said like Tank and Ryan, you think it's the promoters or the boxers? I think it's a little bit of both. I definitely think that with Ryan Garcia, with Tank for sure, you know, he's been handled a certain type of way. He's been moved a particular type of way. I don't think Tank is afraid of Devin Haney whatsoever. I think in his mind, if they matched him up with Devin Haney, Tank will take that fight no problem. But Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby, they are moving Tank Davis a certain way. They trying to get him to be a box office pay-per-view star, put him in fights where he can produce knockouts, you know, and he's fighting credible guys. He's fighting good guys. He's not fighting no bums. He's fighting good guys, but they putting him in there with stylistic matchups that make him look good. So I get that, but I know sooner or later, Floyd will eventually want to match him up with Devin Haney. You dig what I'm saying? But with Ryan Garcia, I think his handlers, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, and then also Ryan Garcia himself, all of them are reluctant to put him in there with Devin Haney. They all are reluctant to make that fight. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Because Ryan Garcia himself, he knows that Devin Haney presents some issues for him that he probably just hasn't built up the experience and the skill level yet to deal with. He knows this. You know what I mean? Oscar De La Hoya knows it. Y'all seen when Bill Haney and Devin Haney pulled up on Bernard Hopkins? You seen how iffy he was? They know that shit. They don't want to put Ryan Garcia in there. You know what I'm saying? Now, Tank Davis, he'll fight Devin Haney. But Floyd already came out and said, like, nah, we not making that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Floyd on some strategic business shit. He doing the same shit that Canelo and them was doing. That Canelo and them been doing. You feel me? Like, put Canelo in there with the perfect stylistic guys that's going to make him look good and continue to build up pay-per-views and, you know, sell tickets and do shit like that, build up your star power. And then later on down the line, you know what I'm saying? Now you're going to have to fight some real killers. You feel me? So that's exactly what's going on. So to answer your question, I think it's a little bit of both. It's the handlers and it's the fighters as well. You know what I'm saying? Boys in the chat getting shot down, man. Hey, do y'all thing, bro. Hey, boys coming here on some crazy shit, man, not making no sense. That's what's going to happen to you, bro. Salute to the brother Ricky Williams in the building. What's good, man? Peace to you, my brother. Good to see you. But yeah, bro, like, I asked these dudes a question, and that be the confusing thing for me. Because I asked these dudes a question, and, you know, I don't get no answers. I don't get no logical feedback. Eddie Hearn and Bill Haney seem to mention Gary Russell Jr. a lot for Devin. I hope that's the fight that they can make happen, bro. I don't know if Gary Russell Jr. is actually going to come up to 135. I really don't know what his plans are. That's a fight that's one of the fights in the last few years that we had on the brink of happening, where at least it seemed like it was on the brink of happening and it didn't fall through. That was one of the tough ones that I had to take as a fan, bro, that of a fight not happening that I expected to happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't even know if Gary Russell Jr. has even fought at 130 yet. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe he fought at 130 one time. But I really want to see what Gary Russell, what his intentions are as far as what division he gonna fight at. If he actually plans on coming up to 135. Is he serious about fighting Gary Russell Jr.? Said, yeah, Bill said it was basically done at one point. Yeah, I remember that. You know, so you see how, see how the brother Punch Perfect Boxing, you feel me? Like, he coming back with, like, you know what I'm saying, these are dudes that could possibly fight. I asked these dudes, these naysayers, these detractors, and they don't got no answers. They don't got, the only thing they can say is, well, you know, don't nobody owe Devin Haney nothing, or, you know what I'm saying, Devin Haney ain't deserve to fight with these guys. How you a champion and you ain't deserve no fight? I remember there was one point in time where it was the guys that was trying to get a belt that needed to earn a spot to fight for the championship title. You feel me? But these guys, they don't even want to fight the champion. They don't even want to fight the champion. That's crazy. I don't understand. Said Devin Haney beats Tank, but Tank will drop Haney a few times. But Devin Haney is a superior boxer. It's gonna happen in 2022. That's a good fight. I'm gonna tell you right now. I have Tank Davis I'm giving Tank Davis the edge over Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney can win, and to be honest with you, I think it's a 50-50 fight based off of the skill of Devin Haney and all of the abilities that Tank Davis have. But I would edge Tank Davis in that fight just because he's been in bigger fights. He's a more experienced fighter. He's stronger. He got the hand speed. I think he can match Devin Haney hand speed for hand speed, and we know what the power do. But I would love to see that fight. I think Devin Haney has all the ability to win that fight. It's about the game plan that they going there with. If he can stay away from Tank Davis and not get touched with nothing crazy, he can outbox Tank Davis. But the difficult thing is not getting touched by Tank Davis, because that dude right there, you can see with Tank Davis the maturation process. Every fight he's getting better. Every fight I'm seeing small things that they've been working on with the punch placement, the counter punching, the timing, being able to, the patience of Tank Davis is something that I've been extremely impressed with. You saw that in the Mario Barrios fight. Tank Davis was extremely patient in that fight, man. Just waiting and picking the right shots at the right time. And that's something that he's going to get better at doing. He's only, 26? About to be 27, or I think he just turned 26. Man, Tank Davis got so much more room to grow, and he's already, in my opinion, a great fighter. We just, it's still guys that we want to see him fight to actually confirm those sentiments. But Gervonta Tank Davis, man, he's already, in my opinion, a great fighter, but he still got so much room to grow. That's the scary part. Said, I can't lie, I like T.O.'s skill. He's 50-50 with Haney. Yeah, look, I might say, I might get on Telefimo, man, because, him and his daddy, they living off of that Lomachenko win. They think that they can just survive off that shit for the rest of their life. You feel me? They done got a couple of dollars now. This nigga think he Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker get one win, barely get a win. Lomachenko ain't throw no punches for 6 rounds, and then, they barely scrape out a win at the end. Now they don't want to fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? They acting like they Billy Big Badass. You feel me? They, claiming undisputed, knowing damn well they not undisputed and shit. So I get on them about that, but truth be told, man, Telefimo, he got skills. He got athleticism. He showed ring IQ in the first half of that Lomachenko fight. Even in the second half, in the 11th round, when shit got a little spooky in there for him, he studied. In the 12th round, he studied down. He studied up and he put his motherfucking foot in the ground and he let them things fly. He stood his ground and showed that, look, I ain't gonna let this fight slip out of my hands. So I got a lot of respect for Telefimo Lopez's game. You know what I mean? He could definitely pose a lot of issues for Devin Haney, but I think stylistically, even though it is, you can consider that a 50-50 fight, I think stylistically, I like Devin Haney. I just think if you look at the reach, the style of Devin Haney, his jab, his ability to keep guys on the outside when he want to. He got reckless in the Linares fight, but that was of his own doing. That wasn't anything that Linares was doing to make him change his game plan. He mindfully started to go forward in that fight and open up and be more offensive and reckless just for the fans, because motherfuckers talking about you ain't getting no knockouts and all this shit. So if he fights Telefimo Lopez with a game plan of, look, I'm going to just take what you give me. I'm going to control the pace of the fight. I'm going to box you, keep you on the outside, keep that jab in your face, man. I think he'll beat, and I think he got faster hands than Telefimo as well. Lopez is more explosive, more powerful, but I like Devin Haney's boxing ability in that fight, and I think he's a smarter fighter. You know what I mean? Lopez, his defense is really, really leaky to me. I'm not a huge fan of Lopez's defense. I think he gets hit a whole lot, too much to be in there with guys like Devin Haney, who's very accurate, fast, great punch placement, a great counter puncher. Guys like that, man, they'll eat Teofimo Lopez alive, man. You seen what Lomachenko was doing on the second half of that fight, man? He was putting them paws on Lopez. You know, Lopez don't really got no foot movement at all. He don't got no back foot game. I ain't never seen him fight off the back foot. And of course, he gonna be coming forward in the fight versus Devin Haney, but you know what I'm saying? That's what Devin Haney want. A great counterpuncher wants you to come forward to him. That's when he at his best. Devin Haney is a phenomenal counterpuncher. He wants you to come forward so he can capitalize off your mistakes. That's what he wants. So I really don't see what Teofimo Lopez is going to be able to do outside of catching Devin Haney with something crazy, which is possible. I'm not ruling that out. It's very possible. You know what I'm saying? He's a very explosive fighter. You know, got good power. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he ain't dropped Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Linares dropped Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez didn't drop Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see Lomachenko hurt. You know what I'm saying? He caught him with a couple of decent shots, you know, thudding shots. You know, shots that may have had some effect, but I didn't really see Lomachenko visibly hurt or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I love Devin Haney's chances in that fight, man. And I think that Bob Arum, Team Teofimo Lopez, they understand. You remember when Eddie Hearn came up to offer, salute to the brother 7-0 Joe in the building, what's good? You remember when Eddie Hearn, and I don't think Devin Haney was there, but it was Eddie Hearn and it was Teofimo and his dad. And they were talking about, man, you know, Eddie Hearn petitioning, you know, like, man, look, what's up? Let's make this fight happen. You know, Team Lopez, they talking about $10 million. This man ain't never seen $10 million in his life. Probably never going to make $10 million for a fight. Unless he continues to be undefeated and beat top guys, and then later down the line, he fight Tank Davis or something for a mega fight. But this man, and that's highly unlikely because I don't see him, if he fight the dudes that I want him to fight, like Devin Haney, Josh Taylor, Tank, he not going to be undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see this man making no $10 million paydays, but he asked for $10 million to fight Devin Haney when he's getting his highest payday, well, he was supposed to get his biggest payday versus Kambosos with Triller for what, 3.2 million? Think he's gonna get what, like 3 million, something like that. That was gonna be his biggest payday. But you asking for 10 million to fight Devin Haney. I don't understand. I don't understand. Said Dallas Cowboys star, you from Texas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from Dallas, Texas, man. You dig what I'm saying? Big facts. See, I think, he said, I think Tank can beat anyone from 130 to 140. I agree with you on that. I wish they'll let him be great. He not getting younger, and he should have unified all those lower divisions already. I agree with you 100%, bro. And look, with Tank Davis, bro, I have those same sentiments as far as him collecting titles and, you know, controlling one division or taking over and being able to just become that, you know, an undisputed champion one day. Look, I think Tank Davis can do all those things, but let me kind of play devil's advocate on this. It's something that I really don't do often because I just kind of stick to what I believe is to be true. But on this particular topic, the way these sanctioning bodies been moving lately, the way the WBC, how they catering to one particular type of fighter, non-black guys or Mexican fighters, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you really respect these sanctioning bodies? How can you really put a whole lot of stock in these titles anymore? And I know that's a fucked up perspective to have as a boxing fan because things like that should matter for us and for the fighters. This should matter for everybody, right? But at the same time, when you see these things going on, it's like, damn, I mean, how can I really respect y'all? Like y'all going and getting drug policies changed for your money fighter. You know what I mean? You let motherfuckers get popped for drugs and they get to keep your belt, defend that motherfucker, and then he's still the champion. You did what I'm saying? Then you make up franchise champions for this guy. so he can avoid this guy. You dig what I'm saying? So with all the shady shit going on, it's like I see why Floyd Mayweather, they focus on the popularity and the money and the pay-per-views, the star power. They focus on the notoriety side as opposed to the accomplishments and the trinkets and the belts and the titles and the divisions and all that shit. But I understand both sides. I totally understand both sides. I would love to see Tank Davis stay in one division, collect all the titles, but I don't think Team Mayweather, the money team, I don't think they give a fuck about that, to be quite honest with you. They more so focused on making Tank Davis a star as opposed to trying to make him a unified champion or some shit. Because they know when it all comes down to it, these sanctioning bodies really ain't about shit. If you being real, these sanctioning bodies, they not about shit, bruh. If we being 100%. You feel me? I fuck with the IBF because the IBF, they really, like they enforce mandatories. If you work your way up in the rankings and you get time to get your shot, you gonna get your shot. I respect that. You know what I mean? And they got one belt. They don't got all these. Salute to the brother D Luckett in the building. What's good? They don't got all these different subsidiary titles and, you know, the interim and the blue champion, the diamond champion, the franchise. They don't got all that bullshit. So I fuck with the IBF from that standpoint. You feel me? But for the most part, these sanctioning bodies, bro, they be on that bullshit. So if I'm the money team, you know, I'm moving Tank Davis. I'm fighting the most popular guy. I'm not even worried about titles. I'm fighting them, whoever the most popular guy, whoever I can put a storyline behind, whoever I can put Tank in there with, you know, I know he can, you know, he can make a fun fight, get a knockout, and sell pay-per-view, and it's a good fighter that people respect. I'm rocking with that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's what Canelo and them be doing. You know what I'm saying? He been doing that for years. And motherfuckers respect that. This motherfucker done fought Yildirim, Rocky Fieldhand, you know what I'm saying? Callum Smith. He done fought all type of motherfuckers that you never heard of or that you never thought had a chance to win. But people, they accept it. So shit, why Tank Davis can't do it? Stanley Burke in the building, salute. What's good? Said, soon while Loma dropped that belt to Doug Haney though. Facts. Hey, Devin Haney said it best, bruh. These boys out here having a duck off. They having a tournament. It's a world tournament called the Duck Off. That's what they doing out here, bruh. Them boys having a duck off. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the brother, the soulmates in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said, gotta hop in the stream. Correct. Salute, man. I appreciate you for coming through, my brother. What's happening? Said Canelo can fight Saunders, but not Andre. Yeah, I just saw the interview on Capman 785 in the building. What's good? I just saw the interview on the Last Stand podcast, man. Again, every time I mention the Last Stand podcast, I always got to shout out the brother Brian Custer because, man, this dude one of the best interviewers when it comes to this boxing shit, man. I love his interviews, no matter who he got on there, even if it's somebody that I don't really cut for like that. I just love the work that he do. So shout out to Brian Custer. But I saw the Canelo joint, you know what I'm saying? And he talking about, you know, man, I never fight Andre. He's a terrible fighter. But you fought Yildirim, though. Okay. I'll take a sip on that. You won't fight Andre, but you fought Yildirim. That's cool. I can dig it, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever makes you feel good. I ain't mad at it. But see, that's why I can't talk down on Tank Davis. I can't really, you know what I mean? I can't really give Tank Davis too much criticism for how he's being moved when the quote-unquote pound-for-pound #1 guy in the sport is doing the exact same thing, and he's getting love for it. So, you know what I mean? But I want to ask y'all, man, did y'all get a chance to see the Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring, the what they calling it, 24/7 all access? Y'all know what I'm talking about. He said whatever helps you sleep at night, they take it from the so-called face of boxing. Facts. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna shit on Tank Davis. You know, if they letting the face of boxing get away with it, you know what I'm saying? The face, you got quotation, the face of boxing, they let him get away with it. Says Shakur talking spicy. Yeah. Hey, man, look. I love Shakur Stevenson, and I'm a big fan of Jamel Herring as well. But, man, I don't know. Shakur talking that shit, bruh. He talking that shit. And the way Herring been going about his business, Herring is that guy that's quiet, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna say too much, but he bringing his lunch pail to work. You feel me? He show up to work every day. He early to work every damn day. Got his lunch pail. He prepared. You know what I'm saying? Got his uniform on. He going to work. He ain't talking to nobody. He doing his motherfucking job. You know, every time you look up, he working. You dig what I'm saying? And when it comes time to perform, he gonna show up. And I get the sense that Jamel Herring he's fighting the best that he's ever been fighting in his career. Ever since he got with Bo Mack and them, you know, he's been training under Terrence Crawford, working with Bo Mack, who is a phenomenal trainer. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he's turned over a new leaf, man, and he's just been extremely focused and sharp. And he's in incredible shape right now. And Shakur Stevenson is always a guy that's dedicated and focused. See, I'm not surprised at all by what Shakur Stevenson does, because he's always kept up that same type of status. You know what I mean? He's always been in shape, always focused, always been a student of the game. You know, when you hear him talk, this dude actually worked the corner of one of the fights. I forget I'm pretty sure y'all remember what it was. I forget who was fighting, man. This dude was working the corner as a trainer. This man, Shakur Stevenson, 23, 24 years old. This dude in the corner working fights and shit. That man really know the game, so I'm not surprised at all. I know what Shakur Stevenson brings to the table. Josh Greer, yeah, that's what it was. So I'm not surprised at that, but it's just, I don't know, I'm getting this weird feeling on this fight, man, that Shakur Stevenson, I don't think he's overlooking Jamel Herring, but I think he might be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He might be slightly just underestimating Jamel Herring. Or maybe he's just trying to pull something out of Herring and make him do something uncharacteristic, try to bait him into a fight, make him come up out his game plan or something like that. I don't know, but it could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. You know, it could work to his favor, or it could actually be dangerous for him. It could be dangerous for him. Salute to the brother D Luckett in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said, I see an upset. Shakur better not sleep on this fight. That's facts, bro. He can't sleep on this fight, dog, because I really believe that Jamel Herring he's at his best right now. He's at his peak. He's in the best shape. Even though he's an older fighter, he's been in the game for a little, well, he really kind of started late. But, he's been in the game for a minute now. He's faced adversity, took a couple of losses, very, very close fights. One fight he got stopped, but that was still, in my opinion, kind of controversial. I think it happened in the last round. But he changed trainers, man, and since then, bro, he's just been on a tear. He been fucking dudes up, getting stoppages, putting on incredible performances. And, he's defended his title 2 or 3 times. I just believe, bro, he on a level right now where he just feel like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Salute to the brother G Harris in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said, peace, King, just showing appreciation, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it, dog. 100. Salute to you. You feel me? But, bro, this is one of the fights. This is one of the fights that I'm looking forward to the most. I think this is truly a 50-50 fight. And I'm leaning towards Shakur Stevenson. But out of respect for Jamel Herring, him being a true champion, you know, him being a veteran in the sport and really just coming with like that champion attitude, bro. It's like, I ain't really got to say too much. I know what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? I'm the champion here. You the challenger. I know what I can do to you. You know what I mean? I done seen you in the ring. I sparred with you. You know, I'm the older guy. You the younger guy. You know, I'm the more experienced guy. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, I respect Jamel Herring, and I can't really call this 60-40 or 55-45. I got to call it 50-50, even though I'm edging Shakur Stevenson. And to be honest with you, I believe in Shakur. I think he has the tools to be one of the all-time great fighters, a pound-for-pound type of guy. I just think he's that good, man, when you look at the fundamentals. And remember, I watched this guy all the way through his amateur career, and I seen what he did in the Olympics, man. I really thought he should have won gold. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I just really think this dude is really the goods, man. I seen him, you know, before he actually went and fought for that medal, man. I seen him spar with Devin Haney. I'm pretty sure y'all seen that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I know what this dude can do, and I know that deep down in his mind and in his heart, he a killer, and he want to be the best. He want to compete. So I know he ain't gonna go in there and lay down. I don't see Shakur Stevenson as a guy that when he steps up into his first big fight or the going gets tough, he finally gets in there with somebody that's gonna fight back. I don't see him folding. You know, people might say all this shit about, man, you know, he lacking power. His fights are boring. He's too skilled. Motherfuckers say his fight's boring because he don't be getting hit like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't be getting hit like that. You know, people that really don't know what they looking at when they watching boxing, people who don't follow the sweet science and who are not like true pugilists when it comes to like understanding the game like that. When they see one guy playing great defense and landing clean shots and he not getting hit, they gonna call it a boring fight. That's what they do. But from my standpoint, my point of view, I'm like, this is fucking pure mastery that I'm watching. If I can see a guy go 12 rounds and he can hit you and you can't hit him, that's fucking beautiful. That's absolute mastery. If I can hit you and you can't hit me, bro, that's fucking, it's amazing, dog. That is the very core of the sweet science. And it's a shame that people don't appreciate that when they watching Shakur Stevenson, but it is what it is. But I'm going to tell you one thing, though. In this fight with Jamel Herring, I don't think it's going to be the typical Shakur Stevenson fight that we've been seeing. And I'm going to get to that here in a second. Salute to the brother Jay Harris, Too Real, in that super chat coming through and showing love. He said after after Jay stopped Frampton, after Herring stopped Frampton, changed my outlook on him. He proved me and a lot of others wrong. Shakur better be on his shit. Big facts, bruh. 100%. I didn't expect him to stop Frampton. I had him winning that fight, but I thought even then, because Frampton is a guy that, like, you got to be on your shit to beat. You know, Frampton was a smaller guy in that fight, but he was Frampton is a proven guy, man. He's been in big fights. You know, he's been a champion, dog. And, you know, I really had Herring edging that fight out, but I didn't expect him to perform like he did. He really impressed me in that fight. Salute to the brother D Lucky back in that super chat coming through and showing love once again. He said if Herring wins, it will be by KO. Shakur don't have the pop in his punches to stop Herring. Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So with that fight, I don't think this fight is going to be like the typical Shakur Stevenson fight that we normally see. With him, with like a one-sided, masterful outboxing or outclassing of his opponent. I don't see that. I see half dog fight, half chess match. I think there are going to be points in this fight, and it's probably going to be early on within the first, I say 3 to 4 rounds, where these guys kind of filling each other out, just kind of seeing, you know, measuring the distance, trying to kind of get in their pocket and get comfortable and you know, try to find their way that they're going to control the fight, right? But at some point, this shit going to turn into a dog fight, because I think Jamel Herring knows that he can't sit back and just play chess with Shakur Stevenson. He knows this. I think he gonna try to fight Shakur Stevenson. And Jamel Herring having a longer reach, having those physical dimensions over Stevenson, I think that would afford him the ability to impose his style and his size and make Shakur Stevenson have to fight. I think Stevenson gonna have to fight. I think Shakur gonna have to fight. You know what I'm saying? I think this gonna be a fight, y'all. It's gonna be a fight. This shit gonna break out into a fight, man. You know, and whether or not Shakur Stevenson can stop Herring, I don't know. I think he can. It may not be a one-punch knockout, but I think if he landed enough shit, flush, clean, accumulation, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I believe in accumulation. You know, for me, a guy don't have to have the greatest power, man, but if he landing clean shots and you got a guy coming forward, you know, and you know, this dude putting this shit on a man, counter punching, you know, going to the body. That's another thing Shakur got to do. And he's a really good body puncher. Shakur Stevenson is a phenomenal body puncher when he actually, you know, brings his output up and he throws punches. He really goes to the body well. You know, so, man, if Shakur go to the body and he really letting his hands go, because I believe he ain't going to have no choice but to let his hands go in this fight. Herring going to come forward and he going to impose his size. It's going to be a fight, man. It's going to be a fight. Said a lot of people don't know, but Shakur really a dog. He really a dog, bruh. Dog, I'm going to tell you like this. That's why I'm so excited for this fight. Because he really haven't in his pro fights. I'm pretty sure guys that have watched him spar before, they know this shit. Like the shit that we hoping to see Shakur do in real fights, people that have been in the gym with him, they done already seen him do these very things. But this is the first opponent that he's facing on a pro level that I believe is really going to make him have to fight. And Shakur is about that action, bruh. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just talking. I think he really about that action. You know what I'm saying? He don't like getting hit. Of course, really nobody does. I mean, some motherfuckers really do like getting hit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think Shakur Stevenson, bro, he really going to be on his shit in this fight. And I think Herring is as well, which is going to make for a fantastic fight. And may the best man win. You know what I'm saying? May the best man win. May the best man win. You know, but what y'all think about Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero? I've actually had people tell me that they think Rolly Romero, man, he might fuck around and knock Tank out. What y'all think? Hey, boy, I started laughing. Said I could see you hype doing a post-analysis video of Shakur and Herring. Yeah, bruh. I can't wait to do that, ho. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that, bruh. That shit gonna be lit. I can't wait. Said Tank gonna stop him in the 6. Tank wins, but Rolly has power. That's facts. Said I think Rolly got a mean uppercut and will hurt Tank, but Tank gonna KO him for sure. Okay. I can actually see that. I can see Tank maybe getting buzzed in this fight. Hey, salute to the brother Richard Dean in the building. He said, hell no. Alamane Cruz in the building. What's good? Murray in the building. Salute. Hey, I could actually see Tank getting buzzed. Like, because, you know, Rolly is very... Some people may call him sloppy, but I ain't going to shit on him that bad. I'm going to call him unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call him awkward. You feel me? And that could be good and it could be bad. But I think he might be able to land something on Tank that's going to, you know, kind of get his attention, buzz him a little bit. But that very thing, in my opinion, is what's going to get Rolly Romero knocked the fuck out. Look, somebody just said it. Rolly be telegraphing all his shots. Tank ain't getting clipped. Look, you right. Rolly Romero, and that's what's going to get him fucked up. Rolly Romero, and I don't think he can change this in one training camp because this has been embedded in him as he's been building up his career and his skill set. Rolly Romero puts everything behind every punch. I mean, if he throwing a left hook, he really twisting that bitch back and he throwing. If he throwing a right, a straight right, he throwing everything. That's why you see, like, go back to the Anthony Yiggett fight. Every punch that he throws, his feet is set. Every punch. He throwing everything with full leverage. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Uppercuts, everything. And Tank Davis, remember what I was just talking about a few minutes ago. Tank Davis' patience. Gervonta Tank Davis, his patience has been getting better and better and better. You saw it in the Leo Santa Cruz fight. You saw it in the Mario Barrios fight. His ability to be patient, pick his shots, and throw the right punch at the right time. And his counterpunching ability is incredible. All it's going to take for Rolly Romero to get caught with something, one of those shots that he going to miss, you seen how he was falling and shit, like, when he did miss shots against Yiggett, bro was like damn near finna fall and shit. Like, he'll throw something and he all the way off balance. His body be turned sideways and shit. All it's gonna take for him is to miss one of those. Tank Davis gonna make a miss and come back with some ferocious shit, and it's gonna be all she wrote. This is what you gonna see. You gonna see now the first few rounds. It's gonna be can you dig it, Yiggett? That old goof ass name, man. Hey, shout out to him, bro. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is what you gonna see. I'm telling y'all how this fight gonna go. You gonna see Rolly Romero. The first few rounds, it might be a little scary. You know what I'm saying? A little tense. You feel me? Because everybody know Rolly Romero got I said Rolly Romero. Everybody know Romero got power. So they know that the shots that he throwing with full leverage, you know them bitches gonna be whizzing by Tank Davis' head, and he gonna be feeling the pressure from them hoes. And if they land, it could do some damage. So it's gonna be a little tense in the first few rounds. But all it's gonna take is for Tank to get his timing down, wait for him to throw one of those wild shots. He gonna miss, and he gonna be off balance, and he ain't gonna be able to defend himself. And Tank Davis gonna hit him with some ferocious, and it's gonna get bad for him. It's gonna get bad for him. You know what I'm saying? That's when we gonna see how good Rolly Romero's chin is. Because he gonna get touched. He leave himself open too much. You know what I'm saying? He leave himself open too much. And Tank has been getting better and better with kind of revealing himself, he kind of bait guys in. He revealed himself just enough to make you think something is there. And his head movement is really good. He's quick, athletic. You know, he'll put himself in harm's way, get out the way real quick, let you throw some wild shit, and he coming back with left uppercut. You know what I'm saying? He might come with a right hook. You know, he doing some crazy shit on your ass, man. It's going to be bad for him. Salute to the brother Richard Dean in the super chat coming through and showing love. I appreciate it, my brother. He said salute, home. Hey, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you for always coming through and showing support, bro. 100. Said Tank gonna be counter-punching the hell out of Rolly and then wild looping shots. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And in this fight, bro, I really think it's only gonna take one shot. It's only gonna take one shot. Unless Rolly has a chin that we don't know about yet. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't really seen him tested. We haven't really seen him in there with anybody that's gonna test him. You know, really see if he can take shots like that. You know, really see, even if he, you know, as far as like the one punch chin resistance or punch resistance is there, we haven't really seen him take an accumulation from anybody. You know what I mean? And that lets you know, that speaks volumes to his level of competition, because his defense, to be honest with you, bro, his defense really is not there. You know what I mean? He leaves himself open, and nobody has been able to take advantage of that. So when he get in there with Tank, it's kind of like Rolly is going from like this level to this level in one fight. You know what I'm saying? He's going from can you dig it Anthony Yiggett to Gervonta Tank Davis in one fight. That's a big ass jump. This man going from Anthony can you dig it Yiggett to Gervonta Tank Davis in one fight. Bro, that's a hell of a jump. That's a hell of a jump in competition. So we gonna see. We gonna see. I can't wait, man. You know, he been calling out Tank. He been calling out Devin Haney. We seen that he was all cap when it came to Devin Haney. You know, but to be honest with you, I'm not gonna give him too much shit on that because he actually fighting Tank. So if he was calling out Devin Haney and Tank and he didn't fight neither one of them, then I would have got on his ass. But he called out Devin, kind of lifted himself up to fight Tank Davis. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get these fights, bro. He said, "Can you dig it, sucker?" Said Tank weave and whine while throwing punches, just like Tyson. Hey, big facts. Big facts. That's why they call him the mini Tyson, bro. When he get on the inside, bro, and he really be, you know what I'm saying? He get on that bit, and then when he see an opening, he start letting them bitches go. You can see in his eyes like he trying to kill something. He trying to hurt something. He trying to hurt something. Said, I don't think Rolly touches Tank. Mike Kelly in the building, salute. Shout out to the brother. I think I seen the brother Mike Rhyme in the building as well. Said, I don't think Rolly touches Tank, to be honest. Tank footwork, underrated, in my opinion. First round KO. I can definitely see that, bro. I can see that. Because, look, I don't really see Rolly Romero, like, boxing in this fight. I see him just coming forward trying to land bombs. That's all I see. I just see Romero, you know, throwing caution to the wind, going balls to the wall. I'm finna put all my power behind every shot. I'm gonna try to hit Tank with everything I got. Tank gonna make a miss, and that's gonna be all she wrote. At that point, we gonna really see. First round, I think Rolly's chin gonna be tested. First round. Because Tank is like a sniper, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like a sniper. As soon as he make you miss, I think Tank probably has the fastest one-punch speed in boxing. I said this before. I don't know if people picked up on it, but think about that. Now, that don't mean he the fastest combination puncher. He could be, but I'm going to give that to Gary Russell Jr. I still think Gary Russell Jr. is the fastest combination puncher in boxing. But one punch speed, just one punch. I think Tank Davis is probably the fastest. To be able to just get one shot off, whenever you need to get that one shot off, go back and watch the Leo Santa Cruz knockout. It's like he can, out of any guard or any stance, any position, you know, whether he's on the back foot, whether he's coming forward, you know, whether he's on the inside, whether he's from the outside and he's jumping in with like he's southpaw, whether he's jumping in with like a check right hook. No matter what position Tank Davis is in, when it comes to just one punch speed, who can throw one punch the absolute fastest and get it to the target the fastest, I think Tank Davis probably the fastest in boxing. Just one punch. And that's dangerous. Because what that tells you is that if you miss, if he make you miss, but your chances of getting out of the way is minimal. That's why he's such a great counterpuncher. Your chances of avoiding some get back from you missing a shot is very minimal. It's going to be tough for you to get the fuck out the way. If you miss something, 9 times out of 10, he going to make you pay. 9 times out of 10, it ain't going to be good for you. Salute to the brother Jay Harris, too real, back in that super chat, coming through and showing love. He said, all jokes aside, bro, Rolly really... Bro said, all jokes aside, bro. How you gonna say all jokes aside and then say Rolly really trash as fuck? He said, if he beat Tank, it'll be one of the biggest upsets in the history of the sport. I agree. I agree with you 100%, bro. Hey, salute to the brother Big Tex 33 in the building, man. What's good? Hey, bruh, hey, to be real with you, bruh, you said it all, dog. You know, I'm trying to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make the shit interesting a little bit, but hey, said Rolly really trash, bro. Hey, if he beat Tank, dog, that really would be like a huge upset, dog. Because people still don't take Rolly Romero serious. And I mean, when you got a guy like that who has great power and he's shown you that he can hurt people, you always gotta consider that, and you always gotta take that into consideration and take it serious and be prepared for it if you're going in as an opposition. But outside of that, bro, like, I mean, you just go look at the film, bro. Like, dude don't have no defense. You know, the footwork ain't there. You know, but again, that could work to his advantage. Sometimes an awkward guy, an unorthodox guy, a guy that don't fight like the typical fundamental boxers, sometimes that could actually be, you know, something that makes other guys uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That could be something that's hard to defend against. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get a guy in there who is not necessarily as technically skilled as you. You know, he don't do all the right things, but he's unpredictable. And you know he got power. So, you know, if you're used to guys being fundamentally sound and you're used to guys doing things the right way, and you get this guy in there who do all the wrong shit, but he got power, he can fuck around and land some shit on you and you won't see it and you be out there fucked up. But I think Tank Davis, man, he's just been getting better and better. And his ring IQ, I think he'll be able to pick up on things that, you know, those other opponents that Rolly Romero fought wasn't able to pick up on. And he'll capitalize on it, for sure. For sure. I don't really see him having too many problems with Romero. I just hope the press conference is going to be fire, but not to the point where the fight get canceled. Yeah, dog. That's one thing that I want to see. I think the press conference is going to be lit. I don't really know if... What I want to see is if Rolly can make Tank Davis, like, talk shit. Because Tank don't really talk shit like that. He don't. You know what I'm saying? You might see him, like, when he around people that he cool with, like when he around Earl and AB and shit like that. He be talking, you feel me? But not at press conferences when he about to fight somebody. Like, Tank don't really be talking shit. He don't be saying that. He just be ready for the fight. You know what I'm saying? He don't be talking shit at all. So it's going to be interesting to see if Romero, who talks cash money shit, if he going to be able to make Tank Davis come up out his character. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be very interesting to see. And you know the build up, the Showtime All Access, bro, that shit going to be funny as hell, dog. That shit going to be hilarious. The All Access for this fight, bro, is going to be absolutely phenomenal. It's going to be pure entertainment. Rolly Romero, his voice, dog, his voice alone is funny as hell. HBCU Spotlight said the first couple of rounds, Tank will have to watch out. Rolly's wild. I agree. Those first couple of rounds is definitely going to be very kind of like tense. Let me feel him out. Let me see what he got going on. But I think if Rolly make one mistake, if he make one mistake in that first round, he going to get knocked out. If he make one mistake, you know what I'm saying? If he missed time one of those big ass haymakers that he be throwing and he fuck around and get his feet tangled up like he normally do because he don't have no type of he's not fluid. He's not a fluid puncher. Everything is like, I'm gonna plant my feet in the ground and I'm gonna just throw as hard as I can. And when you do that, you damn near finna fall and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, Tank generates power. That's what makes guys like Tank special. He can generate power from any footing, from any position. You know what I'm saying? Whether he fighting off the back foot, he going sideways, or he coming forward, he generates power from anywhere. So he don't have to, if Tank Davis just plant his feet in the ground and just somebody going to the down. Somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die. If somebody let Tank Davis just plant his feet and land something clean on him, somebody gonna die. But he still generate power from any type of footing. But that's why he's able to come back with another, you know what I'm saying, combinations. You know, he can hit you from all type of angles. He can change angles on you. You know what I mean? He can switch up the distance on you real quick. You thought he was right there close to you, but he done hit you with something and backed out. You feel me? Rolly Romero can't do that. You know what I mean? Everything he throwing is feet planted in the ground. I'm throwing with everything I got, and that's it. You know what's coming. It's power. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not disguising nothing. Just like one of the brothers said, he telegraphed every punch. So if he do that in the first round and he make a mistake, he gonna get hurt bad. He gonna get hurt real bad. But look, man, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Look, I want to appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love in the regular chat, super chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like the stream. If you haven't already liked the video, man, go ahead and do that. I appreciate it, man. I hope y'all have a great weekend. You dig what I'm saying? We're going to get right back to it this week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hope y'all hold it down, man. Look, Contender Regime, boxing, I holla at y'all boys, man.